In Guatemala, only 20% of the land is suitable for farming, and the mountainous terrain means making a business out of farming is a challenge. The Purchase for Progress pilot, P4P, works with farmers' cooperatives to connect them to markets. An array of partner organisations provide technical support to help farmers to grow more and of better quality so they can sell to the World Food Programme. And farmers are seeing the difference.
Before, the most we harvested was 1.8 tons, but now, thank God, we are harvesting between 4 and 5 tons.
Ensuring their crops are harvested and also stored properly is vital to avoid loss and damage. If quality standards are met, Idalma has a secure buyer in WFP. These women have found new strength in working together and can negotiate better.
Yes. These women, before P4P, they sold their maize to the trader, to the coyote. The price was put by the trader, and they sold it in the farm. Right now, because of the trainings and the technical assistance they receive, they do better practices. They now sell their maize in a collective way. They negotiate with WFP and other industries to receive better prices and better incomes for their families.
Building the overall capacity of farmers' cooperatives is a key element in P4P, and women are vital to that. Gender trainings are just one way to help encourage women, often on the sidelines of family farming, to have a greater role.
The women have realized that they can be farmers in the full sense of the word. They can participate in the planting, in the growing, in the harvesting, and in the marketing process, and can enjoy the income that comes from participating in this chain.
As well as allowing women to feed their families better, P4P is helping them gain access to credit so they can get better seeds, more land, and grow their business.
I am happy with the credit they gave us and cultivating more maize and black beans. Since I started working here, I feel very happy because I have enough produce to live.
Some of the stronger farmers' cooperatives, like this one near Chiquimula, are taking on their own cleaning, processing and packaging in P4P. And they're not just selling to the World Food Programme, but to others as well. The main aim of P4P is to connect smallholder farmers to markets, help them produce more, to produce better and to sell it. And what better proof of the progress made than the fact that this Guatemalan cooperative is selling not just to WFP, but to a supermarket chain, to everyday Guatemalan consumers.
Malik Ahmed is a dairy farmer based in an Afghan village not far from the Pakistan border. Insurgent groups operate around these parts. 2 years ago, however, Malik worked to set up a local dairy cooperative, which he says has helped unite and in turn stabilise his community.
We have meetings once a week. If there's a problem where we can't come together, we try to meet once every 2 weeks. We discuss any issues and find solutions. Through these meetings, the hearts come together, and when the hearts come together, there's no place for a bad person, and the security comes by itself.
The Chamezra cooperative is one of 14 in the eastern province of Nangarhar. They fall under the umbrella of the Cartiers Dairy Union, based in Jalalabad city. The union and cooperatives were created with assistance from the UN's International Fund for Agricultural Development, otherwise known as IFAD. IFAD has funded a new milk processing plant, which is expected to process twice the amount of milk of the plant in Kabul. For the country's future stability, investments like this are crucial.
I'm quite sure the project or maybe this establishment of union and construction of the dairy plant will directly have impact on the security situation. If you create job from them and they earn money, so no need for fighting.
Surprisingly, many women are cooperative members. In such a conservative country where most women remain in their homes, dairy farming is one of the few jobs their husbands permit them to do. The dairy union sends female trainers into the field to hold classes. They discuss hygiene awareness, how to improve milk yields and other issues.
Economically, women have gained a better position among their families and community and on a social level. When they sell the milk, they get the income because they do all the work. Socially, they're also empowered. Before they weren't allowed to leave their homes, but now they can easily walk around.
A reminder of the Soviet era. In the past, cooperatives were always frowned upon and treated with suspicion. But now they're gaining in popularity. This cooperative has met to discuss membership. It's got a number of new applicants waiting to join.
This cooperative has encouraged people. Those who did not have cows before have bought cows. The cows were making 3 kilos of milk. This has now increased to 6 kilos. The benefit of a cooperative is that they have turned people from an individual life to a collective life. It has created a national drive for unity.
A feeling of unity is what Afghanistan needs right now. In 2 years' time, most foreign troops would have left, and Afghans will be handed the responsibility for securing their country. Between now and then, the IFAD-supported programme would have attracted thousands more in members, making their own contribution to their country's stability. For Hungry Planet, I'm Mel Preen.
Samba Issa farms millet on his small plot close to the village of Goberi in southern Niger. The last few years have been a struggle to survive, with drought in 2004 leading to widespread crop failure in 2005. That's when a group of local farmers decided to form their own agricultural cooperative. Despite rising food prices since 2008, Samba has been able to continue feeding his family of 8.
Because of the crisis, we really needed to organize ourselves, so we created the cooperative. It was out of necessity. And since then, through the cooperative, we've been able to gain access to improved seeds. We've also been given demonstrations on better farming techniques and how to use fertilizers. Before, when we didn't have fertilizers, we had nothing, which is why people fled this area. So the coop's been absolutely essential in helping to ensure we have enough food to eat.
Through their cooperative, these farmers have been able to apply to the ERBIC programme. The programme, financed by the European Union and operated by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, and the government of Niger, has introduced local agricultural input shops, maintained and operated by cooperative members. Before, farmers would have had to travel a long way for such inputs as seeds and fertilizers. Now they have them on their doorstep at much more reasonable prices.
The people here are poor, the soil is infertile and the production weak. But the cooperative has been able to help us to increase production from 50 sacks to 150 sacks, primarily through the introduction of fertilizers.
The cooperatives have also helped their members gain access to credit through another FAO initiative. With the microloans they receive through the inventory credit scheme, many farmers engage in small businesses to supplement their income. Alio has begun the production of peanut oil, which she then sells at market.
My life has completely changed since the project started. I wouldn't say I have a lot of money, but I have enough money to buy food and clothes for my daughters and to prepare them for marriage. I also have money to buy books to send my daughters to school.
Approximately half of Niger's population are subsistence farmers. Each small farmers association is a member of a national umbrella organisation.
When you work alone, you can't do as good a job. But there's power in numbers. So, at the grassroots, the farmers have their cooperative. And we bring the voices of the small producers to the capital, Niamey, so that from 1,500 kilometers distance, these people who would not otherwise get information or have any impact on policy are empowered.
This strong system of cooperatives provides a framework through which external assistance and funding can be channeled.
It would be very difficult for the FAO and for all our partners in this kind of work to imagine addressing everyone individually, given the vastness of the country and the largely rural population. So the cooperatives serve as a forum through which we can get messages out to the rural population.
Of course, the cooperatives do have their shortcomings, such as inadequate technical personnel, a lack of transparency in management, and insufficient financing. They don't have the money to help farmers recover from damage caused by flooding and locusts this year, which is why international organisations like FAO require more funding to find new ways to support cooperatives. For Hungry Planet, I'm Charlotte Windle.